In this part of our video series, we want to take a closer look at the implementation of Tosca and an optimal test process. The actual goal of any test project is to cover the risks. That is exactly where the test has to start and, with the results, end. Tosca Test Suite offers a solution that optimally supports the complete test life cycle. Tosca starts by structuring the requirements. Let's assume you work for an insurance company and you have to consider different types of vehicles in your system under test. Once you know your requirements, you can start weighting them and figure out where and how much relative risk contribution is hidden in each requirement. Once you are aware of the optimal risk-based implementation sequence, you can start designing your test cases. As an example, let's take the vehicle type automobile. Based upon the specification from the requirement side, there may be different types of automobiles. Let's say small cars, limousines, and roadsters. Each of these automobiles has to be tested with a variety of data combinations, with different screens of the application, or even in batch processes. But this is not important yet, because designing test cases means that you define what you have to test before deciding how to test. The how is part of the specification of the design test cases. In the test case section, you define the business-based test cases with their test steps and combine them with the specific or dynamic values from the design phase. This is the point where you determine the interactions with your system under test. The results are easy to understand test cases. And no matter if it's a manual or automated test case, a GUI action or a non-GUI action, technology A or technology B, you simply describe your test cases on the same functional level without the need for any programming skills. Basically, you won't find any scripts in Tosca Commander at all, neither for specifying test cases nor for executing them. And always remember, the better your design, the less you have to specify. After designing and specifying the test cases, you can easily drag them into execution sequences, define the execution order and repetitions, and start the test run. And, of course, you can easily reuse the same test case in different sequences with different test focuses. Flexible recovery scenarios during automated execution lead you to expect reliable and stable execution. The result of every single test case and the whole execution list will be clearly visible. And at the click of a mouse, you have easy access to the linked test case. And always remember, the less you have to specify, the faster execution will be. The results you obtain can now be provided in different ways. You can create individual reports or close the holistic test management cycle of Tosca by linking the appropriate test cases and the execution results back to the initially defined requirements. This leads you to a fully traceable repository and lets you do the right things in the right way. Tosca Commander reduces the amount of uncovered risks, minimizes maintenance cost, and maximizes test coverage. And because of Tosca Easy Entrance, you can implement it to suit your test process. Watch other Tosca videos or visit our homepage at www.tosca-testsuite.com for further information.